So I'm not sure how the lighting is going to be. I think it should be fine. Welcome. I'm so late. I'm so late on these. Lots going on. Lots of change. Lots of things happening. This is going to be for Virgos. Virgos for June, which is practically over. I know. My apologies. So we're going to whip through the rest of these. And I'm going to keep my personal antidotes out of everything moving forward, which makes Virgo probably very happy. I have a lot of Virgo on my charts. Yeah, can relate. All right, here we go. So we're going to look at Virgos. Virgos in love and Virgos singles. So we'll do singles first and then Virgos in love to see what's going on for the month of June. This is for Virgo placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's me. Be sure and take what fits, throw out the rest. You can check your other placements to see if there are any similarities in other charts, placements that could resonate as well. Cross watchers, of course, are welcome. Okay, here we go. Virgos. Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Already. For singles, we got past energy. Okay, past energy just floating out here. So a lot of times there is either an attachment to the past or there is still something that needs to be worked out. What is the U position for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That is way too many. Temperance coming out. Could be dealing with Sagittarius. What do Virgos need to know? Page of Wands. Two of Wands, Ace of Wands. Wow. Yeah, there's a direction. There's some sort of a new direction that you're moving away from something in the past. We've got Emperor with the Hierophant with that 9 of Pentacles. So definitely getting excited about a new way forward for you singles. For the singles out here, it feels like you've been doing a lot of work on releasing yourself from your past stuff. Maybe you've been doing a lot of processing. And I feel like you're finally ready to start getting yourself back out there. I've got the Ace and the 2 of Wands coming out, which you don't see at the bottom of the deck, but this is major excitement. This is almost a kind of a giddy feeling, right? Like you're moving into the summer with a lot of excitement about what's going to happen. What crosses or complements? Crosses or complements, Virgo? Crosses or complements, Virgo? Singles. Okay, Hanged Man. Queen of Wands. All right. Page of Swords, Sun card, 2 of Pentacles. So the healing work you've done, you are very protective over right now. This is you really making sure that you're going out with the best intentions here. I've got a Queen of Wands with a Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very clear communicator about where your focus lies. Your focus is pretty much centrally focused at this time. You're not really like super... 2 of Wands with the 3 of Pentacles. You're going to be very, very selective about who it is that you choose to invest of yourself with moving forward. But this is about you really taking your time and using this period of being single and getting yourself back out there to make sure that whatever it is you're bringing in is going to be worth the sacrifice of all the hard work you've done, of the value that you bring to a relationship. While yes, you are excited and yes, you are feeling very hopeful and enthusiastic about getting yourself back out there, you're also a realist and very pragmatic, and you just really taking your time to make sure that it is worth the investment. What's the best that can be achieved for Virgos? Yeah, Queen of Wands. The focus is you, my darling, and all that shuffle. When you're getting back out there dating and deciding who you're going to invest yourself in, 2 of Wands, King of Cups coming out here. This is a very emotionally and mentally balanced decision. You're not just diving with your nose pinched and everything you got into the deep end of love ever again. Taking your time, really letting it build, and making sure that this is well known, well communicated as well, that you're not going to be rushed into anything. You're very confident in this being your way. You're not going to let anybody rush you into any decisions. This kind of puts you in this energy of saying, you know what, you've already removed yourself from the opportunity to have access to me. It's kind of that Queen of Wands approach to getting back out there and dating. Can relate. Okay. What's the foundation for Virgos, single Virgos? Very pragmatic indeed. Very, the Ace of Swords. With the the Hierophant, another two. The Two of Swords with the Three of Swords back here. We have all these threes and all these twos, right? So this decision that you're making, whenever it comes to unifying with anyone, is going to be made with a lot of realistic outlooks. This is no longer this, oh, they're so hot, I have to jump into this immediately. I got to snag them up before somebody else does. Who gives a shit, right? You don't care about looks. You don't care about the superficial. You don't care about any of that stuff. You're looking for somebody who is very well off, somebody who is intelligent, somebody who is able to focus on you and give you the attention that you deserve, somebody who has done some healing work, who is very favored when it comes to making decisions regarding what it is that you guys are going to build together. What's the past energy for Virgos? Past energy for Virgos. Past energy for Virgos. Past energy. King of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, very defensive over it working, right? You may have okay, so the King of Pentacles is somebody who is diving in wholeheartedly with everything they've got invested in a relationship. And once you decide, Virgos, that you're going to invest of yourself, this is almost like you saying, I know what it takes to make a good relationship work, and almost to the point of, having to defend what works and what doesn't work. But this is you saying that the rewards are there. Like, everything is going to be there. It's worth the effort if somebody would just be on your level, right? So who you're choosing to start to interact with, here's more aces. We have the Ace of Swords earlier. Now we've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Wands again. 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands to the 8 of Wands, right? Really loosening up your defenses whenever it comes to what you're communicating here about what it is that you're wanting to start. Yes, you're excited about the potential of unifying with somebody else, but it's going to be worth the investment. Here comes Virgo showing up. Held back entirely because of what you've been through in the past. You got a pretty good head on your shoulders when it comes to the decision of relationships and understanding from a very grounded place what works and what doesn't work. This is that single person's energy of saying, you know what, I would rather be alone than ever jump into something with somebody again who is not willing to put in all the effort and value of a relationship that you're willing to put in, right? This non-reciprocated energy anymore. You would rather stay single than have somebody not be on your level ever again. There's no more of this, let's see where this goes. Knight of Pentacles, after the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. My guides do that. They group the 9s and the knights to make me enunciate. All right. Very decisive indeed. What's that outcome? What's that future position for Virgos? These are for Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, single persons. What's that outcome? What's that future position? Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands to the Death card. Okay. You're not interested. So the 3 of Cups is that casual dating. This is going out and partying and being out there and getting out there in the wrong pretense. You're no longer interested in going out in these superficial ways because of all of this work you've done to heal yourself, to really focus on what it takes to build a true, genuine connection. I want to show you. This is freaking amazing. I've got the King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. All four elements represented in a very mature energy. And all four elements, all court cards. And these are the sitting court cards, kids. This is not the pages and knights of that in and out energy. And let's see where this goes. None of that. None of that. This is a very mature, very grounded energy because you know what works and what doesn't work. Again, with the Six of Cups floating out in the initial beginning, the Five of Cups says you're not interested in the superficial means and these ways of just kind of, okay, you think I'm cute, I think you're hot, let's see where this goes. Sure. Physically, on paper, it looks good, right? On paper, it looks good. You're taking your time to make sure that energy is now matching and aligning. You're dealing with some very mature, very grounded type of realistic approach here. And you're willing to do the work because of all the changes you've made to yourself, how you approach things. There's that Knight of Pentacles. Super slow indeed because of the healing you've done, what you're manifesting moving forward. So powerful, so healthy, so mature. And initially coming out, you got that Page of Wands. This is the most fun of all the pages, I think, because they are willing to play the game. Okay, this one is willing to play the game with that Page of Wands energy, but you're not going to be rushed into anything solid. You're not going to be rushed into anything solid because of all the sacrifice that you've done so far to work on yourself. And this is you looking at it in a new approach, a new realistic approach. Yes, you're still going to have your vibrant, youthful, fun, vivacious approach to, okay, let me go out and see what the whole dating scene's about right now, but you're not doing it the way you did before. The Three of Cups is that typical, the old way of doing things, the societally taught way of dating, right? Jump on an app and group with as many people, having a big, huge selection so you can narrow it down. You're not doing it this way anymore. This is a more pragmatic approach of you kind of just, yes, I will put myself out there, but I will absolutely not stray from what I know works and what I know does not work. Because you are healed. You are healing. You are working on your healing. And even if you're not 100% healed, shoot. The fact that you're not doing things the way you did before, and you've got these two cups back here behind you, right, with that Five of Cups, no longer interested in these old ways. You have grieved this previous way of doing things. And I want to say grieve because Five of Cups is grieving. The Death card is, you and by grieving, I mean, I've done this too. Once you figure out the game and how it works about being in your highest vibrational self, of sitting in your power. And I say sitting in your power because these are kings and queens. They don't go chase. They don't go run around. They don't act a fool. They don't go out and see where this goes. They are the attractor. This is somebody who is a very powerful, very attractive individual because they are intelligent and they speak very, very clearly. They say things up front and get it all out in the open, right up front. I'm not going to hide this from you. I'm not going to play games with you. I'm not going to be discreet or anything like that because you know what works and what doesn't work. This is a very mature approach. And the grieving part comes whenever you're looking back on this and you're saying, you know what? Man, I wasted time. Man, that was a stupid decision. Man, that was so dumb. Man, I knew I shouldn't have gone with that person. I knew, right? That's that grieving process of you being, tricked and duped into signing up for that dating app, and you get out there and you're just like, ugh, that ain't it, and you're like, damn, I wish I got that money back. I wish I hadn't spent that money, or I wish I hadn't gone out on that date, or I wish I had put that much effort in. Grieve the whole thing as a learning experience. And now you know how to play the game. And by sitting in your power and waiting, because of all the healing you've done, you're manifesting in something that is going to be worth the investment. This is you sitting in your power, creating something out of doing nothing except for working on you. All you have to do is work on your attractiveness, work on your health, work on your, whatever it is that you feel like needs tweaking. If this is you, tweaking your style a little bit, you're starting to, go through your old things, get rid of things that don't work anymore, and starting to lean towards some other things. You're trying on some new fashions, trying on some new, some new approaches. Maybe you're, trying on some new accessories, fellas, trying to do some bolder colors to peacock a little bit and attract in, right? That's that whole wand experience. This is you learning lessons, speaking your truth, being very, very open with your third chakra, which is very attractive to talk to somebody who can actually carry on a conversation, who is actually intelligent, to know what it takes, to put in the effort, to commit, to sit, to be dedicated, to know what it takes to put in that work and effort into something worth having happen. And the results is a very loving, nurturing, compassionate partnership, or nothing at all, because you have it with self, because you love yourself, because you work on yourself, and all those things that weren't being received outside of self, you did it for self. This attracts into self. I'm saying all you got to do is just sit in your power and it'll come through. We don't chase. You don't have to chase, but you're excited about the fact that you figured out the game. Ooh, that's fun. Me too. Me too. Okay, let's run out some oracle, some beautiful oracle. All right, singles, and then we're gonna look at couples next. So we'll get into couples next. So couples are next. So what are my single Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're gonna look at the beach time soul real quick to polish off their reading for the month of June. I apologize for being late. Did y'all see that bug? All remedies coming soon. These are no longer going to be an issue. Oh, see that bug flying by? Here comes a dragon. Nice. Okay. What do Virgos need to know? And this is fantastic. Dragonflies follow me around everywhere I go. Even when there's not really that much water around, I'll be outside. Here's a freaking dragonfly. It's wild. And they just hover like a helicopter. Dragonfly. This is transformation. This is your adaptation. This is your change, right? Looking at things differently because you've healed. Because not only, and it's not, there's nobody saying, okay, well, if you're not 100%, don't come out here. It's, you can be 50, 60, 70%. You can even be like working towards it and putting yourself back out there. But this is your opportunity to start putting yourself in circumstances where you can test what it is that you've learned. And when you're approached by people, how did I do it last time? How am I doing it differently this time? Right. And that's you learning the game, figuring it out and getting out there and not rushing in just because, oh my God, thank God somebody's talking to me. Oh, and then you're starting to think about China patterns and the rest of your life. What are your kids going to look like? Where do you want to live? Blah, 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 blah. Slow down. Pump the brakes all the way. All the way, because this took time to deprogram and reprogram. You want to take your time when you're deciding who's worth that energy. Are they matching words with effort? Is this somebody that is on your level? Are you guys working towards the same things? Here again, for the third time out here, we had Death card. We've got the Coffin coming out, talking about transformations, ending of old to begin of the new. We've got soulmates coming out. What else does Virgo need to know? One last time through here. We've got girl talk, talking. Girl talk, talking. Talk. Conversations are had so that you can figure out who the heck it is you're even talking to. Is this somebody who's going to stay in the friend zone, or is this somebody worth adding intimacy? because you have to decide whether it's worth going that next level. Because once you do intimacy and then you try to build a relationship on top, it is 1,000 times harder to pull that apart once you realize, I don't know this person. I don't even like this person. But, you know, now we've been intimate, now we've been physical, now I have to try to make this work, and we're going to, you know, and then it gets awkward, then things get weird. You're not doing that anymore. These are different things. These are new ways of doing life, right? There's so much growth, so much change, so much adaptation, because you're building these deeper connections. Deep connections require getting to know somebody on levels that are not rushed into. We don't slap together solid foundations of something major that's going to last for a long time, you know, by just, you know, quickly, oh, you're hot, let's do things, and now try to force a relationship. You have to build slowly, build deeply. This is about having a lot of fun with this person, deciding, you know, what level are you both familiar? Do you have differences in? Are you wanting to go even further with that? So much here. We've got self-indulgence coming out, your self-worth, right? Because you took that time to heal, you took that time to work on yourself. And it takes time to figure out if somebody is pretending. You know, you gotta take that time and find out, because of all the work. Yeah, healing heart. This is you really understanding who it is that you're getting involved with. This healing heart. This is you doing things differently. Doing things differently here. And even if you are still working on your healing heart, this is about you taking that opportunity to decide what is for you and what is not, before you go even further, before you go even deeper. Sometimes, you know, allowing people in layers to have access to you. Layers of access. Layers of access is so healthy. We've got love call and mirror coming out. So yeah, this is you starting to get back out there. These are these expressions, and you're really starting, you know, when somebody is doing for you as much as you do for them, and you feel that reciprocity, and that's worth the investment, because you know that that's somebody who's going to give as well as be able to receive what it is that you have coming in with, right? Love is coming. Cupid's arrow. This is beautiful. We've got Axe coming in, stopping the old patterns to create something worthwhile. Again, with more conversations, more talking, because the butterfly, the dragonfly, these are healed, beautiful, metamorphosized creatures that have gone through major changes to be able to ascend in a very healthy way. That butterfly, they go into that cocoon, they're in there for a while. They're in there for a while before they come back out and start to flap their wings. So that takes time. And it takes time, as equal amount of time, to decide who is worth access. Okay. Trust me, it works. Trust me, it works. So much more of that coming up. So we're going to move into couples. So we're going to go to couples now. Couples. Virgos in a relationship. If you are experiencing issues in a partnership or a relationship, marriage, or something of the like, this is for you. This is your reading. Sun, moon, rising Venus. Yes. Sun, moon, rising Venus, and cross watchers, feel free to switch that energy as needed. And again, be sure to check your other placements. If any of these do not resonate with you, you can put together a pretty good picture. But if anything does not vibrate with you, please do not force it into your world. All right, here we go. So this is for relationships, those in a couplehood. Justice coming out. Yeah, balance, equal, give and take. Hey, 7 of Pentacles again. So what do my Virgos in a partnership, connection, relationship, what do they need to know? Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in partnerships. What's that you position? What's that you position for Virgo? Working together. That's so Virgo. You do, I will do. This is a partnership of, you know, people kind of figuring things out. Super Virgo. This is, I think, Venus in Virgo with the 9 of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Cups with the 3 of Swords. So maybe in the past, somebody was not quite cutting it. as far as their contribution. And it feels possibly like somebody here has been footing the bill, supporting, doing most of the work. So for my partnership people, I feel like you're probably not into. Now, this is interesting. The last reading I just did had the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles coming out together. That's interesting about you guys really understanding what it takes for a partnership to work. And maybe you're realizing the harsh truth of somebody not quite being on your level here. That's that pre-empress, and then we had a page coming out. This page of cups is kind of, getting the better end of the deal. This is somebody who kind of they don't have as much to do. They just got to kind of come up and, be a little romantic here and there, and it kind of gets them off the hook. And I think somebody here has had it. They're like, okay, cute playtime's over. Cute time's over. It's time to help me help you. Help me help you. What crosses or compliments? Yo, help me help you. Knight of Cups, Four of Wands. Like, this household needs a partnership. Ooh, the other independent card, Nine of Cups. What crosses or complements Virgos in partnership? In and out. Yep. In and out. These are like some really aggressive, assertive changes that need to happen. And I feel like somebody here is getting pretty impatient by having to pull a majority of the workload in your partnership. Maybe this is somebody who has to do all the planning about where you guys go out to eat. This is somebody who, always has to, what do you want to do this weekend? They're always the one. They're always the one. I've got the Knight of Swords coming out. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Like, somebody here feels like, gosh, if I got to be the one doing everything, I might as well be alone, right? It feels like you're alone. It feels like you're kind of dragging somebody along with you. It almost feels like you're almost dragging somebody, just dragging them along. Come on, let's go. We're going to go out to eat, get dressed. Did you do your chores? Did you do, you're just, that's not sexy. It's not sexy or romantic. None of this is sexy or romantic. None of it. But if somebody's pulling their weight, that is sexy. Have y'all seen that video clip where it's like how I take sexy pictures for my wife, and the husband's like doing cleaning around the house, and he's going grocery shopping, and he's preparing meals, and he's taking care of the kids, and these are like sexy pictures to the wife, right? And like all she's got to do is send some like really like enticing stuff to get him motivated, but for her, it's different. And sometimes, and some of my divine masculines, now I've known some masculines, my father was one, where you're kind of setting the house right, because the woman is sometimes the breadwinner, and that's really sometimes it's like, okay, well, if you're the breadwinner, there is, you're still in a partnership. And there still needs to be romanticizing. There still needs to be that appreciation. There still needs to be the gratitude. There still needs to be the romance. It still needs to be there. Partnerships are all good and well, but, where is the love? As they say, full card coming out. Y'all got to have fun together. Y'all got to like really keep that zest going. All work and no play. What is what's the best that can be achieved? The best that can be achieved. Ooh. Oh my. We're trying to spice things up a little bit. Okay. So maybe there has been a less than kind way of delivering this message for some of you. For some of you, this has come across a little bit harsh. I do have the Two of Cups with the Eight of Wands, right? Somebody here is just, really has a lot of communication about the partnership and what it takes to have things be fair, right? Here comes the fairness, right? This back and forth, this give and take, this in and out. And Ten of Swords with the Three of Swords, somebody here is just like, look, it ain't working for me. I ain't happy. I feel like I'm, doing everything. And the Devil card is, it's a couple of things. Now, this could be a very intense call to spice it up a bit. If I can remain as PG as possible for YouTube, this is a very intense call for the best that can be achieved. Maybe you're both just really searching for some way to kick things up a bit to where, you feel like things are leaning less away from you feeling, not sexy. Like these harsh truths of the life you've built, right? Like, what a life I've built. Sometimes you're looking around saying that. Um, but there's a deep call. There's a deep call to get things back on track. That devil card, somebody here could be using substances, unfortunately, to try and deal with this. And that's not always the best way to handle anything. Somebody here might be taking advantage of the situation. And so this is not working for somebody as well. This is interesting. I've got the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Cups over here. That's interesting to me. Big decisions here about, having these harsh conversations. What is the foundation? What's the foundation for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in partnership, having issue? Thank you. King of Pentacles. Yeah. Hard work. Working hard. I think you guys really have what it takes to work hard together. Three of Cups. Okay. So the focus here, and a really good decision for the both of you, would be to get back into that fun, flirtatious way about being. We had the Three of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles. Now here comes the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a friendship. This is the friendship. And this is really about the focus being about, you guys getting back into that dating lifestyle. Maybe you guys could be. Ooh, here's another King of Cups. Very emotionally and mentally balanced, right? About doing the work to figure out how to get things back on track here. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. This is a very loving approach to trying to do things more compassionately, right? The Five of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles, there's a lot of depression here for somebody being like, dude, it feels like all work and no play. All work and no play. And this is a very intense call here for things to get away from the work and work more towards the play. Get away from the work and get more towards the play. How funny that it's Pentacles and Cups. How funny. Okay. Spirit, you're so good. Okay. What's that past energy? Past energy for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's that past energy? I want it to be something like fun. Ooh. Ace of Swords reversing. What's that past energy? Could have lied in the past. Yeah, Hermit card. Could have been some lies in the past about, oh, I'm good. I got this. I can carry the weight. I can do it all. With that Hermit card, and this is Virgo energy coming out. I can do it all. And sometimes, and I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself, right? There's a lot of that. Like if you try to explain how you have preferences about things being done, sometimes you just end up doing it all yourself. If you have preferences the way bills need to be paid, or the way you like things done, sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself. And you may have been lying in the past, and this may have gotten you kind of built up into this life. And again, I'm coming back to the, what a life I live, what a life I've built. There's a little bit of regret over the way things have gone. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, how funny. Three of Wands, the Tower. Okay. So somebody here, another three. That's all the threes, baby. Three of Cups, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, threes. Coming together, unifying together about figuring out what needs to change. How do we make difference? How do we make a difference to where everybody's happy? Hanged Man, Two of Pentacles, right? The sacrifice. What needs to change? What needs to be different moving forward? Ooh, moving forward. This is a total teardown. And it's almost to the point of like getting a little desperate for things to be different. Because of how long things have been going on this way. That Hermit card is a major arcana card. The Devil card is major arcana. This is like a very, very long-term type of energy. Also life-changing. Okay. What's that future position? What's the outcome? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Sky's the limit, right? Lots of options, lots of choices. Getting really, really creative here. We've got the Six of Cups with the Temperance at the bottom and the Justice card. So much balance moving forward, right? Getting really creative, really starting to spread out the responsibilities, spreading out like this is releasing control. There's another ace, releasing control. What is the future position? Sun card. Things look fine. Oh, you guys are figuring it out. You guys are definitely figuring out. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands with the Four of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. So like figuring out better ways of doing things. What needs to be let go of, who's doing what, how to restructure, how to rebuild. It's just a matter of sitting down in a very receptive way, right? Of everybody kind of being receptive and presenting a lot of things, but not being so rigid, on what's being presented, right? It's a matter of it, at least it's being presented. You guys have a very positive, optimistic outlook coming up. Like things look great. It just needs to be let go of about how tense things are and the way things are built so far. Like it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal to just kind of let go of that and say, you know what, maybe I was lying to myself. Maybe I was lying about the situation, about being able to do it all. And that's okay. It's okay to not be able to do it all. I, again, can relate to this because I have a really difficult time asking for help. I have a really difficult time just, kind of trusting in other people to help me to the, to the level to which I like. It's a lot of, but, it's a me thing. It's a them thing. It's a team thing. Okay. And everybody kind of coming forward and being very honest about what it is that I can do. And you being able to receive honesty from your person. Maybe you don't need to be so this, and this about this, and this can be done this way, and being more open and being more receptive with your person, working with your person, but starting to have that initial conversation of, I think I've been lying in the past that I can do it all. Things definitely need to start maybe being looked at very deeply here. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So there is, there's a call here for things to kind of spice up. Maybe things have been a little bit too rigid. Things have been a little bit too structured. Things have been a little bit too employer, right? And we're trying to get it back on a more passionate note. Yeah, it's going, like the drama is going to be the focal point. Like I feel like things are like dropping the need to compete over who does what or how it's done, and just kind of focusing on the opportunity to build with somebody who wants to support you, who has the capabilities to support you, and being grateful for that opportunity. Yeah. Being grateful for the small things. Maybe it's not an exact perfection, way of doing things. That Four of Cups is kind of being a perfectionist a little bit too. I'm not going to lie. And I have that also. I've had ex-boyfriends get really pissy with me because I'll come back through the kitchen after they've done things and I'll move things and, scooch and, I'll scrub something off a little bit deeper. And they're just like, I just might as well not even try because that's a me issue. I could let it go. I could just be okay with it and be grateful. And they take it offensively, but it's about having those honest conversations. Okay. Honest conversations with each other, really putting it out there. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. We're going to look for you guys. This oracle is going to be, I like. Do we want to do one oracle? I've said that. You call it OCD. I call it doing it the right way the first time. I have Virgo, Mars, and Venus, and my sun sign is in the 6th house, and I have Virgo vertex as well. So yeah, you call it OCD, I call it put it back where it freaking belongs. Moon and rising, beautiful. I love it. I love it. I am Virgo, Venus and Mars, Sun in the 6th house. I have a lot of 6th house placements, actually. That's pretty funny. We got divine intervention. I don't think I want to use this one. This one's not. This one ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. We'll use the cosmic insights. Cosmic insights is going to be cute because y'all are in a couple. Okay, so this is that couple read. So what do my Virgos in a couple shift, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? The singles was in the beginning. We do partnerships after, and this is the wrap. This is the end of the reading. All right, here we go. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do they need to know? Just one time. Whoa. Ah. Now, all the tea. Oh, open your heart, move on, right? Moving on from carrying a lot of the responsibilities. Look, moving on. Ooh, moving on. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Same to you, babe. Look at this, moving on. So some of you could be moving, literally moving, right? And that's very stressful. It's very, very stressful to have to do a lot of that by yourself. Oh my God. My narcissistic ex-husband made me pack our 3,500 square foot house all by myself just because I'm better at it. I even left his office last, and we had to be out of the house in 2 days, and it was a mess. Stuff still on the walls, computer still hooked up. He's like, "Are you gonna pack my office or what?" And I was like, "That is your stuff, sir." That is your stuff. So if somebody is putting every single thing on you, and you may have lied and said, it's just better if I do it, right? That's stressful. It's a very stressful time. There's a lot going on. That you don't just have to pack. You got to move. You got to get everything out. It's very physically demanding. Then you got to clean everything after that. And then you got to get ready for the new thing to come in. I mean, oh my gosh. Yes. Ooh, isn't that terrible? Okay. I've got Gold Digger coming out for some of you. For some of you, if you feel like you're footing all of the bills, if you're footing all of the weight, it feels like if you're doing everything and somebody else is doing the bare minimum, you may have a little resentment for somebody here. You might resent them, and you're just like starting to get a little bit, I've had this where you start thinking things very negative under your breath and in your mind. You're just like, you start thinking oh, you're lazy, you're mooching off of me, you're taking advantage of me, you're manipulating me, right? You're using me, right? You get all of these things that start to just fester, and you start to resent. And the more you hold on to, the more you think about in your own mind, you start to create some scenarios that could be cleared up by having a simple conversation. It could be as simple as a misunderstanding, or you may find out that this person just really does feel this way because this is how it's been set up so far. Okay. And sometimes the change is cutting ties with somebody altogether because you're just in the misalignment. And you might be kicking yourself and just be like, damn, why did I do that? Why did I set myself up like that? And then I attracted in somebody who was more than willing to take advantage of the situation, right? And so you're just figuring out, how do I get away from this? How do I get past and off of this energy here of somebody taking advantage? We've got water signs coming out. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Welcome, Celia. Welcome. Doing the Virgo thing here. I'm going to do Libra next. So I've got that coming up, and it's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Be sure and check all placements as well. It resonates. I got a lot of Virgo in my chart. So I got some Libra too. So Libra is going to be good. I got Scorpio after that. So We do have water signs. That's me, sun sign, water, Cancer. Hi. But yes, could be dealing with a water sign. We've got caution. Okay, find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Find out more information, right? This is also about your mental self. Like, don't go off on your own tangents. Get that information to help you figure out what moves you need to make. But you can't just do this on speculation, and we can go all day long on the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? But having that conversation is going to let you figure out what needs to happen, what doesn't need to happen. You're a Pisces. Look at us peeking in here. And again, I'm touching on 4 different placements because these are love monthlies. So it's going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, and another person you could be dealing with. We've got Open Up Your Heart. It will attract more love in has come out. Cycles, Spy, Confession, and Pets. Okay, so Pets is coming out. You may be opening up your heart to bring in pets. You could be the one who is provided with a lot of love and joy from the pets. For some of you, if you're splitting off from a person, you could be, really vying to get them to come with you versus the other person. I had to do this with my narcissistic ex. I took all the animals and rehomed the ones I couldn't take because it just wasn't that way with him. Somebody here might be confessing that they've been watching a little bit, that they've been spying on you. Somebody here, you may be telling somebody, look, I've been watching this happen for a while. I've been watching this go on for a while. It's been going on for a long while. And things are going to change. Things are going to change like starting now. So this is somebody coming into this and saying, you know what? This needs to be a collaborative thing or else. We're going to figure out something else. We've got, gambling. It's a big risk. It's a big risk to change everything, right? We get so secure and so set up and we get so familiar. But being miserable is a bigger risk. Building a life and settling in for something here and just, adjusting to it because it's the life you built, that's a bigger risk. That's a bigger risk than having these tough conversations, right? Don't lie to yourself anymore. You have to communicate. You have to be really open and honest about what it is that you think and feel. Resentment builds whenever we hold back. It's coming, isn't it? It's coming. Celia, are you a Virgo, darling? I'm honored to know you. Welcome. I'll be on here doing lives as well, so be sure and hit that notification bell. I'm on all platforms. You are. I love Virgos. My grandma was Virgo. One of my besties is a Virgo. I've had one of my besties growing up was a Virgo, and I've got Virgo Mars and Venus in my chart and my vertex. Lots of 6th house placements. So I see you. I love Virgos. Very cool indeed. Any other if you're at a distance from your person, it does feel like you guys are going to be able to come together to figure something out, whether it's together or apart. You guys will be able to have these tough conversations and get things figured out. Okay. You have a hard time with Virgos? There's something there then. I have it's Gemini for me. My dad's Gemini. I have another friend that's Gemini. Lots of Gemini come to me. Gemini. I don't really have a lot of interaction with Sagittarius, so that might be something as well. But, it's the unhealed sign. It's not the person. It's the unhealed part of them that you have a problem with. Just FYI. And there's plenty out there. I've dealt with healed Virgos. I've dealt with unhealed Virgos. And let me tell you, and that's with all signs. That's with all signs. You can deal with a very toxic Cancer. Cancers can be very emotionally manipulative, super whiny, moody, very possessive, jealous. That's an unhealed Cancer. I can talk smack about them because I used to be one. You know what I mean? So it's the unhealed versions. But yeah, I love all signs because of how different they are, and the ability to pull that out of you by just talking to you and having a conversation and noticing that energy inside of you is pretty cool. It's the unhealed part of people that I'm just like, whoa. So I do readings all the time, and you can come on and learn a lot, and I will see you there because you need it, you know. I'm here for it though, because I've done the work. And if you do the work and you apply it, then I can show others how to get there too. So that's what I'm here for. So okay, my lovelies, my beautifuls, thank y'all so much for your interaction. Thank you for being a part of the live stream today. I'm so grateful for both of you for being here and your interaction. Mwah. Nice to meet you, Celia. Welcome. Welcome to my collective. I'm very honored to have you here. Very honored. And again, be sure and hit that notification bell, because I'll come on and do lives where I'm just chit chatting and interacting, and I can flip some cards for you, and I can do a little mini paid read online as well. So heavily discounted if you're ever interested. So yeah, I'm so honored. I'm happy you found me. Thank you, Miss Haley. I don't think it's Chaley. What's your name, darling? Is it Haley? Is it C Holly? Charlie? I don't think it's is it Chaley? I don't think it's Chaley. Subscribe. Thank you, darling. Wow. I'm here all the time. Shaylee? Shaylee, that's beautiful. I love that. That's beautiful. Thank you for helping me with that. I appreciate that. Fantastic, Shaylee. Thanks for being here, my darling. Mwah. I will see y'all very, very soon. And again, I'm going to come right back on and do Libra. And then tonight, I think I'm going to go on and do live on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on all the things. All of the links are there in my description box. Be sure and hit that up if you're interested in a personal reading. All that information is on my website, as I'm running discounts on those right now, 30% off, because I have been doing this for 3 years today. Vlogging online. This is my anniversary. 3 years, 30% off my readings. Mwah. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all soon. Love and light. All the positive vibes you can possibly stand. Y'all take care. Bye.